In the morning. Wait a minute. I'm leaving. No, this isn't on. Taking my way back to Cleveland. So tonight I hope that I would do just fine. Oh, wait a minute. This is recording. Oh, I better teach a lesson. Hey guys, oopsie daisy. All right, let's get started with our lesson here. This is gonna be the third time I've tried to record this, but I'm gonna make this happen. So let's get started. We are on page 735. Okay, and I'll get the presentation loaded here. Sorry, you know me, I really like to jam out. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started here. So we're going to convert some units of time. We convert units of time so that way we can make the number smaller. That's the brass tacks of why we convert measurements. We It's much easier for me, instead of saying 84 inches tall, for me to say that I'm 7 feet tall for length issues. Jack earned 8,629 points at a trivia game. Tristan earned 8,294 points. About how many more points did Jack earn than Tristan? Okay, this trips up a lot of people because guess what it says? It says the word about. So if it says the word about, that's been cluing us in for a long time, several times this year. And it's gotten me a few times, hasn't it? It's gotten me a few times because I tend to rush this section too much. So since it says about, plus it also says explain your estimation at the bottom. So that means what we need to do is that we need to come in here and we need to estimate both of these totals. So what I think would be best for us to do is actually to round in the hundreds. So let's do that. So let's circle the hundreds place in both, and the numbers to the right will tell us what to do. The 2 in Jack's total tells us to round it down to 8,600. The 9 in Tristan's total tells us to round down, or actually round up, pardon me, to 8,300. So that is a difference. 0 minus 0, 0 forever will be 0. 6 minus 3 is 3 for 300. So it's about 300 of a difference in points. All right, now remember, you guys are just watching right now. Oh man, has it been a minute. There are, in 1 pound, there is 16 ounces, and that has to do with weight. Okay, so I don't think a lot of you want to see my head, but I'm going to use my tablet here and try to get this taken care of. So that means, so we're going from pounds to ounces. So that means on number 1, we've got to take 16 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18, right? The 8, regroup the 1. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4 for 48 ounces. So number 1 is 48 ounces. Okay. So from this point, I need to work on one with tons, because that's the other conversion that we worked on. So with tons, we need to, I need all that space there. So in 1 ton, there is 2,000 pounds. That's labeled LB. So number 3, for example, if we're going to do 14,000 pounds, how many tons? So we're going from the smaller unit, the larger unit, to the smaller unit. So that means we need to divide. So that's where we get to do some of our magic. Take 2,000 divided by 14,000. So this is where we get to do our magic. We can take zeros away. but we have to take the same amount. Do not forget that. So I can take 3 from each side. So now I have 2 divided by 14. And we all know 2 times 7 makes 14. So then that means 7 tons equal 14,000 pounds. All right. The next slide would be a test prep question, but I think we're being tested on a daily basis and other aspects. The relationship between units of time. What is the relationship? Well, I know one of the smaller units of measurement is seconds. And then I know that we have minutes, or MIN for short. Okay. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute. There is also 60 minutes in 1 hour. There are 24 hours in 1 day. There is 17 days in 1 week. And men, I don't think they have this one on there, but there are 52 weeks in 1 year. In 1 year. Okay. Now, let's see what unit of measurement we're supposed to use here. How long should you, we got a grammatical error there. How long should you brush your teeth at night? You know, it could be seconds. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're measuring it in minutes, but it could be 30 seconds if you brush really, really good. But they say it's supposed to be 2 minutes. You need to brush your 2 minute brush for 2 minutes because those we got to brush our teeth. It's that simple. Okay. No, you cannot go to the restroom right now. Let's finish this up and then you can go. Okay. Let me finish my lesson here. Length of 100 meters. I'm kind of concerned because it seems to be the same time every day. All right. Okay. Let's get this finished. All right. No bathroom breaks. Well, technically you can because this is YouTube. You can pause it. All right. Your choice. You want to pause it? Just pause it. Go to the bathroom. Okay. All right. The length of a 100-meter race. Oh, 100-meter race. I hope you're measuring that in seconds. Anything longer than that, that'd be a bummer. The length of time between Saturdays. Measure that in days. The amount of time you will spend in 4th grade. I know some of you think it's years, but it can be measured in months because, you know, you're in school for about 9 months and then you have summer break. The length of the average school day. I know a lot of you want to measure this in like days or weeks, or you think it is, but that can be simply measured in hours. Okay. All right, example number 1. I can hear Mrs. Chance's homeroom right now shaking their papers. Thank you for still shaking your papers. That really means a lot. Cooper Meyer watched a butterfly in his garden for 5 minutes. He went outside and got some fresh air, and he's seen a butterfly already, probably a monarch. He spent. We want to know how many seconds that is from his 5 minutes. So we know that 1 minute is 60 seconds. To convert the larger units of time to a smaller units of time, we have to multiply. So that means we've got to take 60. Thank you for writing this down, guys. This is where we take our notes. 60. Ooh, that's awful. Let me fix that. 60 times 5. 5 times 0 times any number, which is 5 times 0, is always and forever will be 0. 5 times 6 is 30. So we write that down. That's the last number to multiply. So that means it's going to take him 300 seconds is the comparison. And that means that they're equal. So Cooper watched the butterfly for 300 seconds. That's pretty impressive, Cooper. Thank you so much for keeping your eyes on me, Cooper Meyer. All right, on to the next problem. Example number 2. Audrey. Oh, that's so close to Aubrey. Can we just say Aubrey? Okay, we better read it right. Audrey. Audrey is going to watch a movie at the movie theater. The movie starts at 3:30 p.m. and ends at 5:37 p.m. How long is the movie in minutes? Find the time interval or length of time for the start of the movie to the end of the movie. The time interval starts it's at 3:30 and ends at 5:37. So we know that from 3 to 5 that would be 4 5. That's 2 hours. And the difference between 30 and 37 is 7. So that means it's 2 hours and 7 minutes, but they want it in complete minutes. Since 1 hour is 60 minutes, that means that we need to multiply 60 times 2 or 60 plus 60. 60 times 2 6 times 2 forever will be, or sorry, 2 times 0 forever will be 0. Any number multiplied times 0. 6 times 2 is 12. So that means it's 120 minutes. Plus the 7 makes it precisely 127 minutes. So this movie is exactly 127 minutes long. Complete each table conversion. Okay, I'm going to try my best to squeeze this in here. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 1 minute, 60 seconds. And I'm going to have to squeeze this in, or I'll try my best to use my mouse. 2 times 60 is 120. Thank you guys so much for taking these notes. In parentheses, 2, comma, 100. I'm really missing my board right now, but I'm doing the best I can with 120 seconds. Now 60 times 3 is 180. So then in parentheses, we'll put 3, comma, times 180. And then now 4 times 60 is 240. 4, comma, 240 seconds. Well, that's not bad. Ooh, days. How many days? Ooh, one day is 24 hours. All right. Hours. So hours, it's 24. That's my parenthesis. Bear with me. 24, comma, 1. Man, I feel a little uneasy doing this, but I'm going to do it. I can do this. All right. Well, thank you guys. I heard you guys saying you can do it, Mr. Fern. All right. 24 times 2, or 24 plus 24. Hey, that's 48. 48 hours. 48 hours is 2 days. Let me try something. I think I got an idea. I think I can write this on my tablet. Oh, 24 times 3. Ooh, 24 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 1. 3 times 2, 6. Plus 1, 7. So that makes 72 hours. So then parentheses 72, comma, 3. And finally, we have 24 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Write the 6, regroup the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, for 96. So 96 hours in 4 days. So write that in there, 96, comma, 4. All right. Years. Oh, I knew this would be on there. 1 year is 52 weeks. Sweet. I'm glad I mentioned that in the beginning of this lesson. 1 year is 52 weeks. Well, 2 years would be 52 plus 52, or 52 times 2, and that's 104. So we have 2 and 2 comma 104. I'm going to be going out of the box. Sorry, guys. 3. Now I got to do 52 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5, 15. So 156 weeks in 3 years. Let's make sure we put it over in the other box. Now we have 52 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 5 is 20. So that's 208 weeks in 4 years. All right, and I got that put in there. Man, that's working really, really good. Penmanship could be a little better, but your practice is online. It's Chapter 11, Lesson 7, CCSS practice. Thank you, guys. I gotta move that box there.